Hello everyone, my name is Mohnish and I've been working as an engineer for the last 12 plus years. And over the last 5 plus years in Germany, I've worked both as an employee as well as a freelancer. Today's video is about how to write a good cover letter. I would like to share a backstory with you about why this has been something that I've come to really value over the years. And let me share a quick story about my application to one company back in the days. As you can see, I applied to a role on March 11th, 2020 at 4:50 p.m. And within half an hour of applying to this company, I got a response that they would like to interview me for the role at the company. So the whole journey of even writing cover letters was all the more an eye-opening journey for me, and it was something that made me really wonder what actually goes into a cover letter and why is it so important. So why do we write cover letters in the first place? Cover letters basically are supposed to have that content which you would normally not be able to write in a resume. And in addition to this, the reason people write cover letters is to make it easier for the recruiter or the hiring manager to decide to interview for the given position. And even for me, writing it in a good way was a lot of trial and error, and I learned a lot in the journey. So today I just intend to share with you what do these cover letters basically have. So at the very core, the cover letter in the first section has an introduction section, which could be basically 1 or 2 lines about your total work experience, the main key skills that you have, which are pertaining to the role that you're applying for, and what are the number of years of relevant experience you have with those skills. The second part of the cover letter is why would you like to apply to the company for the specific position? Now, this particular question is where you can really talk about your personal why. And looking back at my journey and at this particular company, one of the reasons why the recruiter had mentioned that they would want to interview me for the role was because my why was very strong. So your personal why basically has 3 components. One of them being how do you connect with the company mission, the vision, or the purpose. And why is this even? The reason this is important is because in the case that you're able to demonstrate why do you relate with the company mission, vision, and purpose, it develops a sense of connection with the hiring manager or the recruiter, that you care about the same thing as they do, which kind of gets them to work every day and which gets them excited to work on solving problems which are related to the work every day. And people like those who are like themselves. So this is a key reason why talking about why you relate with the company mission or vision or purpose is very important. Additionally, if you have a personal story that relates with the end user challenges that the company is trying to solve, nothing like it. This is also very important because it shows that you radiate empathy for the end users of one's company, and you also show genuine care about solving their problems, as you have also experienced the problem yourself in some way or the other. And it also talks about intrinsic motivation. It's something that you would be happy to do above your normal call of duty to make sure that your end users have solutions to the challenges for which they're using the product in the first place. Moving on, the second part of this question is about values. Now, values in general are the key things which shape your behavior. And if your values are those that resonate with the company values, then basically it kind of demonstrates that in times of pressure or in times of deadlines, your behavior will be in line with the company values. And this is what people want to see when you work with them in a team and as part of working towards a goal as a unit. So if you resonate with the company values, it's a great way to show that you are going to have similar behavior in normal and testing times. The last part being benefits. So there are certain things that you might really value about the company and the position, and maybe even the learning budget or even the remote working policy. And it's about just specifying this in a very authentic way. If it, say, gives you more time to spend more time with your family and so on. So let's see this actually with an example. So I've written a cover letter for Babbel, a language learning company in Germany. And if you go to their about section, it basically says that their purpose is to create mutual understanding through languages, and we build products that help people connect with others. So if you look back at my cover letter, I've basically tried to mention the same thing, that I've observed language learning. If I go to a foreign country as a traveler and I even try to speak in their language, it brings a genuine smile on their faces. And the goal of that is that this builds human connection. And that's where you relate to the company mission. The second part being about the challenges with the end users. This is again where you could mention, like for me, it was personally difficult to learn languages from different resources, and I wasn't sure which combination of resources would work for me. And similarly, other people learning a new language have faced a similar problem. So I've basically touched upon that, and it has been an overwhelming experience. So this is how I relate with the end user challenges with using this particular product. And that's why it's even more personal and motivating for me to be part of the solution. Yeah, this basically relates with a value at Babbel, which is called what matters to learners matters to us. And that's basically what I've tried to demonstrate through this particular part of the cover letter. And again, resonating with company values is a great way to show that you will have similar behavior. Lastly, I've briefly touched upon a few benefits that I value about the company, whether it's a learning budget or even the remote working flexibility, to allow for more personal time with family. And if you see one of their job descriptions, they do say that they have a learning budget and they do have also remote working options. So yeah, that's the key thing that they value in cover letters in this question about the why. Also, if you see even in their insider tips, when you prepare for an interview at Babbel, they do recommend you to basically learn about the Babbel values and even come prepared for answering any questions related to that. Lastly, I also have seen another job description of a company in Germany called GetSafe. Even here, if you see, they kind of really value customer empathy. So these are like few key things that people really value when you write a cover letter. I will also address the next section, which is about how you intend to add value and be of service to the company. Thank you.